Hello. What is going on? Bare Bones Kitchen Monday Morsels, folks. Cheers to you all. It's a crazy day around here. I'm sorry I am a few minutes late, but that's all right. We will get through it, and I'm still not going to waste your time, hopefully. Since you're here, I figure I'm not a waste of your time. So let's do this. Welcome to my Bare Bones Kitchen. This is Monday Morsels. So I'm Harmony, your culinary coach, and basically what I like to do here is just try to throw together something simple on Mondays that can be done within a very short amount of time. And then Wednesdays I like to elaborate on something a little bit more time consuming, but I still don't try to take up a lot of your time. So tonight I opted for an appetizer. Something that I've made a few times and it seems to be a hit. I don't know why I don't make it more, but it seems to be a hit in my house most of the time. My sister absolutely loves this, and it's really good, and it's really quick, and it's really easy. It is something that I adapted from a recipe. I usually will reference recipes, but I always have my own twist. I mean, if you're a person that likes to be in the kitchen, you're always going to have your own twist. So you do whatever you need to do in order to get whatever you're getting done. That's all I have to say about that. Cheers again, guys. So, what I'm doing is I have a couple cans of biscuits. I probably should have got the small ones because I'm not sure how these ones are gonna work in my favor. I do have my oven set to 350 degrees. Is that what's on here? Yep, 350 degrees is on here as well. And it says 13 to 17 minutes, so that's perfect. Woo! Yeah, like that pop. Okay, so I'm just going to roll those out in my pan. I'm just going to throw them in here just because then I have a spot. I just have a spot. Just need to have them accessible, if you will. Woo! They've been out for a few minutes, so they might be a little warm. Usually I gotta whack them on the counter to get them hot. Alright, so I have my little biscuits here, and I'm just gonna kind of flatten them out a little bit. And then I've taken some mozzarella cheese sticks, you know, string cheese, and I cut each one into 3 pieces. So we're just gonna ball that up. We're gonna make a little cheese bomb. A little cheese bomb. I'm gonna flatten that guy out. Stick that little mozzarella stick in there. So sometimes at our house we do appetizer night. I don't know if you guys do that. I quite enjoy it because, you know, when you can throw a bunch of tater tots or french fries and, I don't know, mini corn dogs and pot stickers all together and everybody just digs on that because it's just super fun. I love it. I love it. Hello, Miranda. How are you? All right. Going in for it. I just enjoy doing an appetizer night sometimes because it's a lot less stress than trying to come up with a meal, right? And if you're a family of 2 or 3, having a whole entire meal might not even be something that works for you because you end up with a bunch of leftovers that become science experiments in your refrigerator. So an appetizer night is always a good night because it's a people pleaser. And I love that when it comes to food. Appetizer night is yum. Oh, almost to New Orleans. I'm so excited for you. Are you guys going to stay and visit? Hello, Sue. So for you guys that are on with me right now, and for later, if you're replaying, rewatching, throw me your favorite appetizer. What is your favorite appetizer? Drop that bad boy in the comments. It can be anything. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why it's an appetizer. Some people are just grazers or snackers. That's how they eat. And that's totally cool too. And I'm just lining the outside of my pan. Hopefully I don't have too many biscuits, because Houston, we might have a problem. I don't know, though. We'll find out in a few. I maybe should have thought about doing these flattening part before, so I'm not wasting a bunch of your guys' time, but hey, I can entertain. Oh, so you get to stay. That's awesome. Have so much fun there. I love the vibe of New Orleans. It made my heart so happy to be there. Except there was one person that just, nope. Wonderful likes to say that you emit 12 feet of energy, and that man must have been a block and a half away from me, and I immediately turned around and walked the other way. The only time that I felt uncomfortable in New Orleans. Other than that, I pretty much roamed that town alone and never once felt uncomfortable except with that guy. He just, whatever juju he was pushing out was not my jam. Dan likes nachos and pot stickers, spinach artichoke dip. Hell yeah, some spinach artichoke dip. Love that. And egg rolls. For show. Love it. Jalapeno poppers, Sue? Hell yeah. My sister makes some good ass jalapeno poppers. Actually, if I remember correctly, Miranda makes some good jalapeno poppers too. What do you like to fill your jalapeno poppers with, Sue? Are you cheddar or are you cream cheese? And thank you again all for joining me. Miranda is down for the nachos, mozzarella sticks, and jalapeno poppers not breaded. Chef Michelle used to make roasted, she would roast sweet peppers, you know, like the little tiny sweet peppers, and she would cut them up and do manchego cheese in them, and then wrap them in bacon. I'm all about that life too, shoot. And Miranda, let Dan know that I have some ribs in the oven, so you better be up in his game, because we're going to have this cook-off. We're going to have it. I mean, it's a win-win either way, right? Cream cheese, heck yeah. I like the cream cheese too. I prefer the cream cheese over the cheddar. The cheddar ones are not terrible, but I just think that the cream cheese ones are, I don't know. For me, they just fill my soul a little bit more than the cheddar ones. He's listening while he's driving. Hello, Daniel. All right, I'm almost there. I'm running out of room, so I think this is going to be the last one. So I'm about 2 biscuits too many for this pan. It's a good thing I was going to do it in this cast iron pan, but I switched over to this little baking dish, and probably a good thing I did. I'm just throwing it out there. So I got 2 extra biscuits, and that's all right. Rinse that dough off my fingers real quick. Alrighty, and I sauteed some spinach ahead of time. The recipe I referenced actually called for frozen spinach and then to wring it out to get rid of the liquid. So whichever way you choose to do it is fine. This is like one of my go-tos. I don't know if any of you all like jarred stuff, but you know I like to have this kind of stuff on hand because you can always make a quick meal with it. This is the roasted garlic Alfredo from Classico. And there's not very many jarred Alfredos out there, but for me, this one works really well. It tastes good to me, and so that's what I'm using. So I have that, and I did probably 2/3 of the jar, and I got a cup of cheese. It's just the Mexican blend. I'm gonna put like half of that in there, and then I'll put the other half on top. And then I have probably 2 tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes. You missed exactly what I'm making. Okay, it's just an appetizer. It's just it's a cheesy bomb dip Alfredo chicken thing. How does that work for you? Am I speaking your language, man? And of course I used like a half a container of spinach and I got, you know, 4 tablespoons. So I figured it's okay. We'll get that part worked out too. It's probably just enough for this recipe, honestly. So amazing to me how much spinach cooks down. It just kills me. I'm just gonna blend this kind of stuff together here. Mix that Alfredo and them sun-dried tomatoes and that spinach, kind of just toss it around. And then for work the other day, I actually made chicken Caesar wraps for everybody at work. And I cheated a little because I was like kind of rushed and I was not going to grill a bunch of chicken. So I just bought some of that frozen grilled chicken breast that you can find in the freezer section. And like you guys, it straight up is like, you can smell the grill from outside the bag. And I had a whole bunch left over, so I had already chopped it up really small because I was using it for wraps. And so I just threw it in a freezer bag and like tossed it in my freezer, and then I pulled it out last night and thought I'll just use some of that for this because it's super convenient. Sometimes in life you have to go for the convenience, okay? It doesn't always have to be homemade from scratch, and yeah, you're gonna get props if it is, but like for reals, not everybody has freaking time to do that. So sometimes you gotta cut some corners. And I don't know, I probably have about a half a cup in there. And I'm just mixing all of that up with the cheese and the sun-dried tomatoes. If you wanted to throw some bacon bits in here, that would be delicious. So cheese, Alfredo sauce, spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, chicken. And we're just mixing it up right in the middle of all those delicious little rolls. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this Alfredo because now I've added a lot of filling. So, because that's how I roll. That's why I don't do burritos often, because I never can make a burrito stay together because I always get excited with the filling. Because I got to have like lettuce and cheese and black beans and chicken and, you know, avocados and all of the things. All of the things. By the time I get to the sour cream and the salsa, and yeah, it's game over for me. Game over. I end up grabbing a fork every time and kind of rolling it so it like lays on itself, so it's not necessarily a burrito, it's more like a upside down taco. Yeah, that's my style. And so we're gonna pop this in the oven. Basically, we're popping it in the oven until your biscuits are done. So the package I think said 13 to 17 minutes. I think that's what I remember. But I am getting old, so I may not have remembered that accurately. But before I do that, I'm gonna do a little egg wash. So egg whites on top of the biscuits, so it makes them nice and golden and pretty. I'm all about that pretty. All right, and that is that. We're gonna pop this in here until the biscuits are done. I'm not gonna to make you wait for that, but that is what I'm doing. Oven is at 350 again, 13 to 17-ish minutes, or until your biscuits look golden brown. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. FYI, I do have t-shirts available still. However, I am out of mugs. Y'all bought my mugs, so I'm super excited about that. My mug maker is moving, so I will be getting some new mugs hopefully very soon. And I am already thinking about fall because, you know, I have that amazing homemade vanilla extract, so I'm all in like baking thinking mode here. But while I'm at fall, I'm also thinking about hoodies. So I may do some hoodies, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. Let's see, I think we're still at 107 subscribers on YouTube, so keep sharing this page, because a lot of people I don't think realize that we moved to an actual Bare Bones Kitchen page, so make sure you're sharing that if you would be so kind. I have sent out a bunch of invites, but I'm not, you know, I'm just not good with the technical stuff, guys, so if I sent you an invite and you already accepted it, I send you another one. I'm sorry. I don't know if Facebook takes them off of there. Let me think. So we got YouTube channel, we got gear, and I'll post those both on this link. And join me Wednesday. Join me Wednesday for regular Bare Bones Kitchen, and we'll see what I'm going to come up with for Wednesday. Because, again, I'm really good about planning, and I have zero idea. So, while we're waiting, cheers. I love you all. Miranda and Daniel, drive safe, and I will see you all on Wednesday.